Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Mighty Woman of Valor. So today we will be talking about another topic, another sobering topic. This is titled "You Are Gods, but You Will Die Like Mere Mortals." Yeah, I know it sounds very. I'm coming on strong. Yeah. But actually, this Bible verse, Psalms 82, verse 6 to 7, was where I coined this title from. Let's read it together. It says, I said you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but you shall die like mere men, and fall like one of the princes. So, what does this very strong um, Bible verse mean? So, my understanding, or the understanding that the Lord gave me, was that this had to do with the dangers of ignorance, the tragedy of an uninformed life. So, even though we are royals, even though we are like gods, that's, I'm not saying the big G, but the little g, God, right? So even though we are gods, even though we've been given authority, we've been given power, we've been given dominion and influence by the Lord to subdue the earth, to be fruitful in it and to multiply and to manage all things, just as the way Adam was placed upon everything else in the world. He was placed as someone who could manage and control or steward everything else in the place of God. So technically, we are all supposed to be little gods. But this Bible verse is saying, you shall die like mere men and fall like one of the princes. Why? We're about to find out in today's episode. The Bible also says that he that strives for mastery does not attain or get it, other versions would say, unless he strives lawfully. So, what are you striving for? For knowledge, for understanding, for wisdom in all you're getting. Get knowledge, understanding, wisdom, which means you cannot be ignorant. You cannot afford to be ignorant because the cost of ignorance is very expensive, it's very costly, and nobody should want to pay the price for ignorance or for mediocrity. There is no excuse. We're in a world where information and knowledge is made readily available to all. So there is no excuse to be ignorant. There is no excuse to be uninformed or misinformed or underinformed, right? The Bible also says that a hair, as long as he is a little boy, he will be treated no less than the servants. When I was a child, I did childish things, but when I became a man, I changed to doing the things that are mature. So even though an heir is the heir to the throne, just like you and I are, we are heirs to God's kingdom. We're heirs to the throne. We were placed here to also govern. So God is governing heaven. He created us in his image, in his likeness, so that we can govern the earth. But even though we are heirs to his kingdom, as long as we keep behaving like little children, like 5-year-olds, we cannot be trusted with anything unless we put on our big girl and big boy pants and do what we have to do. A parent does not give his 5-year-old or 6-year-old child a car key and say, oh, take it because I love you so much. Now go ahead and drive. It doesn't happen. But when we become mature adults, we can be trusted with the things that are our inheritance. or our rights. So we can be trusted with the mandate of dominion. This applies to anyone, absolutely anyone. It has no categories. So for someone who has given themselves to knowledge, to seeking wisdom, to seeking understanding, to knowing the counsel of the Almighty, they will be trusted than heirs or little g ods, gods that have decided not to seek knowledge, to remain ignorant and mediocre. They will not be trusted with anything, and they will not get to live to that standard of being gods. So they are the ones warned against in Psalms 82. That is why it says, you are gods and you are children of the Most High. But even though, Papa Sibe still, I'm sorry, but you shall die like mere men and fall like one of the princes. So, what are the dangers of, what examples are dangers of ignorance and not having the right information needed to navigate life or to navigate this world that we live in? Number 1, dangers of refusing to fulfill destiny, maximizing your time or your potential to the fullest. There is a type of knowledge and information needed so that you know how to effectively use and manage your time, because time is the unit of your destiny. Time is always counting, and time is divided into 2. There is the time that just happens all the time, chronos, and then there is kairos. This is a special type of time that allows for certain strategic seasons in your life that you must not miss. You must be positioned in order to know what is happening in those seasons. But without the right information or knowledge, if you live in ignorance, you will miss all of your kairos moments. And well, that's bad. Dangers of living a life without purpose or knowing what assignment you are here for. There is a type of knowledge and information that you need to fulfill purpose and to understand why you've been sent here. What solution are you supposed to bring to the world? What answer have you come as in human form to the world? But when you don't know, you join everybody else to complain about the world and all of its problems. Dangers of pursuing mediocrity and embracing survival. I just need to get by every day. Once I pay my bills, I'll be okay. Let me just focus on my 9-to-5 job. At least I have a home to stay and I have a place to sleep. Or pursuing material things. I just need to have a car. I want to have houses. I want to use the latest wristwatch and latest bag. And, well, I just want to flaunt the fact that I have things. There is a type of knowledge and information that you should have about material things and how and the purpose that they are even supposed to serve. There is a knowledge that you should have that should empower you so you know that you are not meant to just stay mediocre, just survive, just pay your bills, just do your 9-to-5. There is a knowledge that you need, or else you will stay living that ignorant life while other people are living their own lives to the maximum. Dangers of not knowing that life is spiritual and the things that are seen are made of the things that are not seen. The things that you see today, the physical things, are made of the unseen realm, the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is a replica of today's world, except that the spiritual realm is the realm of possibilities. Before something happens here, before a possibility is made possible in this realm that you and I live in, it has to be called from the spiritual realm into this realm. So there is a type of knowledge, there is a type of information that you need to understand how the spirit realm works. There is a type of knowledge and information that you need so you understand that life is not just life. And yeah, this life is all that there is to life. Or you will blame all of your problems on things you are not supposed to blame it on. You will not realize when you are being spiritually attacked. You will not know when you're in a spiritual warfare. You would not understand when you're supposed to go on your knees and pray. And you would not even understand when you should not be fighting the people that you are fighting, but the spirits behind those people. There is a type of knowledge needed. Dangers of not knowing the true definition of love. You don't know what love is. You only know what is portrayed in Netflix movies. You only know what you've read in stories and novels. You only know Romeo and Juliet, but you don't know 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 to 8. You don't know that that is actually true love. That is the real definition of love. And you take this mindset, you go into marriage with it, and you expect that marriage to work. There is a type of knowledge that is needed. Dangers of not knowing the purpose of marriage. If you ask many people who are already married or are planning to get married today, what is the purpose of marriage? They cannot give you an answer, yet they want to get married. There is a knowledge, there is an information that you need. Dangers of going about life and treating it as a guesswork rather than intentional and strategic. You're going about life every single day. You are second guessing, single guessing. You are saying, yeah, you only live once. However life comes, yeah. Okay. All right. You do you. But that's not how it's supposed to be. There is a knowledge and information that you can have, that you can live your life every single day with intentionality, with strategy. So you know what is happening today, you know what is happening tomorrow, you know what you're living for every single day. Life is worth living. There is a friend, the Holy Spirit, who can help you navigate every single day of your life, and you maximize every single day instead of just going with the flow. Because going with the flow will not get you anywhere. The danger of not having a relationship with the Lord. There is an information, there is a knowledge that you need to know about God, that you need to know about this world, that you need to know about yourself, that you need to know about Satan, so that you understand that giving your life to Christ is not a choice. It's something that you have to do. If you want to choose, the Bible says, I place between you today blessing and cursing, life and death. But I admonish you to choose life. I admonish you to choose blessing. But you looked at life and you looked at blessing and you're like, no, I don't want. I just want to go for the other ones. Okay, good luck. The danger of not understanding the purpose of a man and a woman. You are a man, but you don't even know your purpose. You are a woman and you don't even know what you're here for. There is a knowledge. There is an understanding. There are lots of books. I can even recommend some to you. Dr. Miles Monroe, amazing author, has written books about the purpose of men and women. Go and buy it. Buy the truth and sell it not. There is an information, a knowledge that you need. Because if both genders can understand each other, oh, how sweet the world would be. The danger of not understanding the purpose of parenting and family. So you don't know how to parent. You don't understand why family is the unit of society. I'm sorry, I look so serious right now, don't I? Yeah. But you don't know the purpose of why you're supposed to be a parent. You don't understand that the destiny of a child has literally been placed in your hands, entrusted to you. If you mess one thing up, you can ruin that child's life forever. And if this child ends up being a solution to society or the real problem to society, it will be asked of you, of the Almighty. There is a knowledge, there is an understanding that you need. Okay. The danger of not understanding the tripartite nature of man. I'm just going to go back to that parenting and family because a lot of people like to freestyle it. Freestyling is not going to get you anywhere. I'm sorry. And then we say we don't understand why the world is the way it is today. Maybe because some people are trying to freestyle their way through. Freestyling is not going to work. There is a knowledge, there is an understanding that you need. The danger of not understanding the tripartite nature of man. You don't understand that you are a spirit, a soul, and a body. Knowing this knowledge and knowing what purpose all three different nature of man serves will help you a lot. And it will make life so easy for you. It will also help you understand who you are better. The danger of not knowing that you are divinity, meant to walk in dominion and God-given influence, power and authority. You are gods, but you are living like mere men. You are divinity, but you've chosen to stick only to your human side. You are a royal, but you are acting like a slave. Don't. There is a knowledge. There is an information that is needed. The danger of not knowing your enemy or that life is a battlefield. You think that everything is face value. You think that everything that happens is on the surface. You want to fight with everybody. You want to show everybody that you can talk. You want to speak to everybody anyhow. You want to always focus on the things that you can see, not realizing that the spiritual realm controls the physical realm, including that one co-worker that is always glaring at it at you all the time. Have you taken it to the Lord in prayer? There is an understanding and a knowledge needed. And some people will say that Satan is not real. Okay. The danger of not knowing your identity and who you were created to be. Who are you? Why are you here? What purpose and assignment have you come here for? That knowledge is available in books. It's available in sermons. It's available in podcasts. It's available with the right type of people. The danger of not knowing how to steward resources. The danger of not having financial intelligence. How are you going to be able to build wealth? And how will you sustain that wealth if you don't know these things? You think all there is to wealth is getting a 9-to-5 job or having a good career. No, there is a knowledge, there is an information that is needed. There is something called the power to get wealth, according to Deuteronomy. There is something called the ability to sustain true riches. The danger of not knowing the power of your words. You just talk anyhow, you speak anyhow, you open your mouth, and that's it. The Bible says we will be judged for every careless spoken word. You don't know what you're saying, how the weight that your word carries. There is a knowledge and information that you need to come out of that ignorance. The danger of not knowing the power of honor and respecting everyone. The danger of not knowing or understanding time and seasons. A man's life is divided into 4 different seasons. There is a knowledge, there is an information that you need to know this. The danger of being of not understanding that you have to be mentored and discipled by the right people, not the wrong people, not social media influencers, not any random person, but being mentored and discipled by the right people. The danger of thinking that sin is non-existent and hellfire is a myth or something in a story meant to scare people. The danger of not knowing the principles of prosperity, success, increase, and expansion. You need a type of knowledge. You need a type of information to know these things. Information is everywhere these days. We have the internet. It's accessible. It's up for grabs. You can get it anywhere, so you don't have an excuse to remain ignorant. The danger of disregarding your dreams and night visions. You don't dream at all. You don't care. You dream, you don't remember, you don't care. Or you even dream, you remember, you don't care about finding out what the interpretation is and what to do next. There are many books by anointed men and women of God on dreams. The danger of having a bad character. There is an information and there is a level of knowledge and understanding that you need to have so that you understand why having a good character is very, very important, and it must not even be argued or played with. The danger of prayerlessness and a non-existent Bible study. You just want to do convenient Christianity, show up to church anyhow, pull up, as they would say, pulled up at church, went to the club right after. Yeah. An example of how ignorance continues to destroy the world today and people's lives. I'll give just one example because our time is fast spent, and also to just ease the mood. I feel like I came very, very strong. Sorry. But let's assume that there are two people called, okay, let's call the lady Melissa and let's call the guy Chris. So Chris and Melissa want to get married, right? Chris has no idea about his purpose as a man. He knows nothing about the actual definition of love. He doesn't understand the purpose of marriage. He doesn't even know why he's doing this in the first place. He just wants to catch cruise. Or he's thinking like, yeah, I'm done with school now. I have a nice job. Let me check this off my checklist. Let me just find a lady settle and all that. Melissa herself, same thing, completely ignorant. Nothing. She just thinks like, oh yeah, me too, I'm at that age. And people are already saying at home, won't you bring someone? Yeah. So she's like, yeah, let me just find a man who has a nice job and everything, can provide for me, get married. And these two go into marriage. Zero understanding, zero knowledge, zero information. Don't know what they are stepping into. Don't understand what they are going into. They don't understand that marriage is a sacred covenant that must not be broken. They don't understand that marriage is an institution ordained by God himself. It's not a relationship. It's a covenant. A covenant is stronger than a relationship. They don't understand that. They say for better, for worse, I do, in front of God and man. And they don't understand the weight of their words. They go into it. 3 years into the marriage, they have 2 kids. The whole thing has scattered. Everybody has gone their separate ways. One child goes with Chris, the other child goes with Melissa. Now, Melissa has a mindset, men are scum. Chris has a mindset, women are evil. So he decides to just raise his child with this mindset. And Melissa too decides to just stick to telling their child all the time that men are scum and this and this and that, and does not know anything about the mistakes that they made, has not learned anything, still did not go for more knowledge. And with ignorance too, in parenting, they raise their children. Now they raise two children that know absolutely nothing at all. And one of them doesn't even want to get married. The other one stays in an abusive relationship because he or she does not understand emotional intelligence, does not understand anything about love, and thinks that the little love that they can get is somebody slapping them and beating them up every single day. And then let's say they also give birth to a child who becomes a drunk and does whatever he wants in society. Do you see how ignorance can literally birth and continue in every generation until it creates huge societal problems over and over and over and over again? So today, I'm challenging everyone watching me. I'm daring you to find knowledge. Find knowledge. Get understanding. I'm daring you to seek for wisdom beyond what you have been given, beyond your education, beyond your personal experiences, beyond other people's life stories, beyond what you see on social media, beyond the TV, beyond your own upbringing. Seek knowledge, true knowledge. Seek actual truth. And please comment yes in the section, in the comment section, if you at least try. So this is really a call to arms. Let's seek knowledge, okay? I promise you it's going to help you. But ultimately, I mean, it's your decision. Yeah. Bye guys. See you next time. Even while I was doubting, he talks, say my darling.